Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Interview Tuesdays. I hope you guys are excited about this next episode as much as I am. Today, we'll be talking with the lovely China Cymone, who's an amazing trader as well as an amazing dancer. In this episode, she'll be talking about her journey as a trader as well as how she balances both her passions and any advice she has for aspiring traders and how they can make an additional stream of income. So if any of these things interest you, or if you would just like to hear about another boss chick doing her thing, please continue to listen and don't forget to hit the follow button, not only me, but also China as well, and share this episode with your friends and family and hit the like button. So let's just get this episode started. Alrighty, y'all, here we are with another Interview Tuesdays with the lovely China. I'm gonna give her a chance to introduce herself before we get into this interview.
Okay, well, hey guys, my name is China Cymone. I'm currently a Houston native, and I'm a dancer. I'm a creative. I'm also an investor, and yeah, I'm just a girl with big dreams, ready to make big things happen.
Yes. Okay. So basically, I'm going to split this up into two parts. I'm going to talk about your Forex trading, investing, and then, of course, dance. I'll also leave timestamps in the description box. So if somebody's just interested in hearing about your investing journey, they can go straight there. If they're interested in hearing about your dance, they can go straight there. So let's just start with investing. What got you interested in Forex trading?
Actually, one of my friends, we talk every day, and he'd always, just look casual, what you're doing, how your day going, and he'd always just let me know that he was trading. Mind you that I've heard about investing before that, but I never really tapped into it simply because of, what the things that I was hearing about it, but, actually knowing somebody that was actually doing it, it intrigued me. So, he'd always tell me that he was trading, and so I told him, I finally wanted to get to, understand what it was, teach me a little something. And he got me on a call, with our mentors at the time, with his mentors at the time. And ever since then, the call breaking down exactly what it was that you would be doing got me hooked. So that's how I started investing.
All right. Friends putting on friends. Amazing. So what are the common misconceptions of trading?
The common misconceptions of trading is that it's a scam. That's honestly the biggest misconception. A lot of people think it's a scam, simply because not necessarily the trading, but the platform that I'm partnered with. So I'm a part of Trade House Investment Groups, and we've partnered with I Am Mastery Academy. So I Am Mastery Academy, that's like that's the number one educational platform when it comes to learning how to trade in the current foreign exchange market. And so you bring people in, you start to show them how it is that you can make money from your phone. And a lot of people, they get it confused as far as people are just trying to, recruit me rather than actually teach me the skill. And then people get into the business, or people actually start learning how to trade in the foreign exchange market, and they lose a lot of money. And so it's just like, oh, this isn't working. This is a scam. Don't do this and everything. A lot of people learning from YouTube. And I always like to tell people, if you had a doctor, if you had somebody that, got their doctor's degree from YouTube, or actually went to school for 8 years of doing it, and they're supposed to operate surgery on you, who would you go to? Would you go to the doctor that got their license from YouTube, or, that actually went to school for doing it? And so, that's just the same thing with learning how to trade in the foreign exchange market. You're either going to learn from people on YouTube, or you're going to learn from people that have actually been doing this skill for 6, 7, 8 years. And a lot of people, they want to go the easy route and everything. And so, they start to lose more money. They don't really see how it is that their money can multiply. And so everything is just considered a scam to them. So that's honestly the biggest misconception when it comes to learning how to invest or trading in the foreign exchange market.
So what level of Forex are you? And I guess you already talked about you're in the game 5 months, but I guess how long did it take you to get to each level or something,
Okay. I'm currently at a Platinum 1000 right now. So that means I have 30 people within my business, within my organization. And it actually took me 2 months to hit that rank. So when I first got into the business, I didn't really take it serious. Kind of just played around with it. because it forced me to be uncomfortable, and I didn't want to be uncomfortable, so I kind of just, left it for a little bit. And probably like 3 weeks later, I came back into the business and I started to take it serious. And I was able to pass through the first three ranks within 3 weeks. And so usually it's usually not like a time limit on how fast you get to the next level. It just depends on how much work you put in. So I've currently been at that rank, Platinum 1000, for about 3 months now. And it's definitely been a journey. Being able to see people hit Platinum 2000, which is the next rank, within 2 months. People hit higher ranks within a short amount of time frame. And that simply goes, I feel like it definitely goes from, your work ethic, your understanding, your experiences, your results, and everything. So it's not really a timestamp on it. However, definitely, if this is like your first time being an entrepreneur, your first time actually running a business, a lot of people, they're getting out of their shells as far as like talking to people, communicating with people. That was one thing, I had, I was going through, I was fighting through, something that I'm still, believe it or not, like talking to people. I love talking to people, but at the same time, it can definitely, it's a test at times. Like, it's just like, okay, get out of your comfort zone. And so that definitely plays a role. And, I feel like, I've been at this level for about 3 months now. I'm still learning different things about myself. I'm still learning different things about the business and everything. And that's one thing with the business when it comes to hitting different levels, hitting different ranks, and, how it is that your business is growing. Your business is a reflection of you, what you like to say. You're putting in the work, you're working hard and everything. Your business is going to reflect that, and those results are going to start to come. You start overthinking, you doubt yourself, you worry, your business is going to reflect that and everything. So, finding my balance, finding my way within the business, and everything, and, trying to see what kind of leader I am, what kind of entrepreneur I am, definitely plays a role in that. But yeah, that's been my little journey as far as like hitting the next rank, and how it is that I'm just like learning how to run a business. So
okay. And what advice would you give to someone who is interested but is scared to start?
I say get educated. A lot of people, they don't get educated. A lot of people just hear what's on social media. They hear from the next person. They hear a lot of opinions. They don't necessarily hear the facts behind it, the research behind it. They don't, research it or tap into it and everything. So, so I definitely say get educated. Reach out to somebody, There's a lot of people that don't know what Forex is, but there's a lot of people that have heard about Forex. And a lot of people that have pushed it away. A lot of people that, like I said, think it's a scam. A lot of people that, feel like that it won't work for them and everything. I definitely say if you have any type of interest in it, if you've thought about it, you've questioned it, you're questioning it for a reason. So I definitely say get educated on it, reach out to somebody. There's so many different informationals when it comes to learning about the foreign exchange market. So many different people with knowledge about it. Simply just get educated on it. You never know if it's for you or not if you're not educated on it, if you haven't done that research. So yeah.
Okay. And within your time there, like I see you're trying to you mentioned like the earlier answer was trying to figure out what kind of leader you are. So like I guess the question would be like how has that journey been for you, like since like pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and like trying to figure out what works and doesn't work? Like how's that? Like how is becoming a leader going for you?
It's definitely a journey. It's definitely a journey. Like Nipsey Hussle said, being an entrepreneur, you're going to go through every single emotion. You're going to go through every single emotion trying to make it to where you want to be. And so I've had days where I feel like I was a horrible leader. I've had days where I feel like I doubted myself, or, I couldn't do it or things like that. But, there are days, well, the reason I'm still here is because I know that I can. There's something within me that I know I can give to the world, that I can give to other people and everything. So it's a growing process. It's a very, very, very much so growing process, especially when it comes to this business. It's not just you leading people, but you're actually impacting people's lives. You have parents in your business. You have people that don't have the best living circumstances, and so it's like putting yourself out of your situation just to be able to help them as well. It's a very selfless business, and so once you started to bring people in, it's kind of like you're married to this business. You've made a commitment that you're going to take care of people, and so on days where days you slack off or days you don't go as hard, it's like you feel like you've let somebody down, or you could have did a lot better and stuff. And so really finding the love, really finding the passion behind it, understanding that just like them, I'm a human too. I'm growing, I'm growing with it as well. There's so much that I have to learn. This is a $1 million business. Like, this is $1 trillion industry. And so, being able to show people how it is they can become financially free is like, okay, I have to make sure that I understand what it is that I'm talking about, that I'm educated on, that I have the right knowledge to be able to pass down to people. And so, yeah, being a leader in this, it's fun though. It's exhilarating. It's very, very, very exhilarating because of the fact that it's not just you making money. A lot of people that come in the business, it's like, oh, I'm making money. But understand, there's people out there that can use this opportunity. That's where I found the love, and like just talking about it, like knowing that there's people out there that hate their job, that don't know that they can make 10 cents into $10, or 10 cents into $100, like. And being able to lead people the right way is amazing. But that journey, it comes with a lot. Being a leader, leadership is the highest paying career. Leadership, network marketing, and so it's not necessarily a lot of pressure, but at the same time, it is a lot of pressure. So it's just like I said, it's definitely a growing process. One that I'm glad that I tapped into. Because I feel like I've always been in leader positions without realizing it. And now that you're a leader, now that you're trying to be a leader, you start to think about like, wow, like I've been put in situations just like this. And you start to think like, okay, I've been put in situations before for these moments right now. So yeah, I love the journey. I'm still growing. I know I still have a lot of growing to do, but I'm blessed to be able to have leaders that I can look up to, mentors that I can call every day, people that have been in my position to be able to help me get to the next level, to be able to help me find myself as a leader. Yeah.
Okay. And since we are on the topic of leadership, who do you look up to most in the industry, and why?
There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people within my business. I would say I look up to. So in the business we have chairmen, and so our chairmen are our 6 and 7 figure leaders. Like they're our main mentors, and so I guess you could give my top 3 favorite. First one is Anta. She's a chairwoman 25. She's very wise. She's very bold and everything. I see her and I see a true black girl. Like a real black woman making stuff happen. Making shit shake.
Yes.
So it's just like that's something that I aspire to be like. And then there's another chairman 25. His name is Vic. I look up to him because he actually he actually teaches, he values the education, he values the skill of trading. And so I love his trainings. When we get on the trainings, I always learn something. He's one of the older chairmen, so he's more wise, he's more experienced, not only within trading but within life. So just listening to him, his words, I literally think about his words every day. And then the third person I would say would be Miss Marquita Jackson. She's actually a Chairwoman 100. She's 24 years old. She's actually the youngest millionaire African American woman within the industry. It's so many people that you have that you can look up to. So many people that you pull, different traits from. I love all of them. I love all of the chairmen because they're all different in their own ways. But of course, you're always going to have your favorite, like people that you see yourself within. Like, okay, I want to, not necessarily I want to be just like that, but she has a trait that I'm want to pull from. He has a trait that I want to pull from. He has knowledge, or the way he speaks, or the way she talks, or the way she carries herself. I love the fact that I really love the fact that all of them are African American, all of them are Black, and they're all under the age of 30. And so to be able to have like role models like that, mentors like that are close in age to me, that are able to become millionaires within a year or two, is just like, it's not necessarily I don't know. You just learn from all different. You just learn from everybody. Like, y'all all have the results that I want. And y'all all got there differently, doing different things, just being yourself. All have different personalities. So you just find a love in their different traits and everything.
Okay. And so, what are your future plans for Forex? Like, do you see yourself doing it for a very long time?
I definitely. Yeah. Well, okay. I guess I can go back to the other question. Another misconception about Forex, because it'll play into this. Mm-hmm. A lot of people feel like you're going to be Forex traders for the rest of your life. And with Forex, I believe Forex is a vehicle, an avenue that's going to get me to where I want to be.
Okay.
Being able to gain the capital that I want to gain, being able to learn a lifelong skill that I can pass down to my kids, I can pass down to my grandkids and everything. I don't always see myself as a Forex trader. However, I believe I will forever invest into the foreign exchange market. Okay. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So my money will always be circulating in the foreign exchange market, simply because I know the capital that I can gain from this opportunity. Mm-hmm. I know the lives that I'll be able to impact within this opportunity. I don't know. I may be in this for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years. Who knows? I just understand that this is what's going to be able to get me to where it is that I want to go. Opening up my own dance studio, opening up my own fashion line, opening up my own beauty line, and everything. Forex is the car. Like our mentors always say. Figure out what you want. Find a vehicle and drive it every day. And Forex is my vehicle, and I drive it every day to get to where I want to go. So, yeah.
Okay. Now we're on the topic of vehicle, getting to where we're, I like that transition. It's perfect. So I guess this is the time where we can start talking about your dance. I know you mentioned opening up a dance studio or a fashion line, and just digging into your other passions. So I see that you enjoy dancing and you're really good at it. Amazing, actually.
Thank you, girl. Thank you.
And you're getting back into it. So when did your love of dancing begin?
Oh, it began. Girl, probably began when I came out the womb. I've been dancing since like I was 3, 4. I started off praise dancing. From my remembrance, from my memory, I started off praise dancing. Even at the daycares that I would go to, we would have little dance, little talent shows. Like I can go look at pictures like, I danced at this daycare, I danced at this school. And then from there, it just grew. I did majorette. It started, contemporary. It was a lot of it stemmed from my praise dance experience, because I grew up in the church, and so always dancing every Sunday or, every month at church and everything. And then when I got into middle school, I tapped into the actual, going to Pershing Middle School. I was I was able to be a part of the performing arts program. I literally left my other middle school just to do that. Got to high school, and I feel like my love for dance really just grew in high school. It's like I knew this is what I wanted to do. This is my passion. So I want to do forever. And then after that, I was exposed to the dance, like the real dance world, being able to, dance, do, background dancing for artists, music videos, all of that, it's just a passion. Like, dance right now, just dance, start dancing, like I dance everywhere. I hear music, I'm either physically dancing or I'm dancing in my head, like I can do a whole routine in my head. That's crazy, but yeah, that's when my love for dance started, and I don't think it'll ever go away, ever.
Yes, please don't go away, because I love seeing your dancing videos.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So what are your greatest accomplishments when it comes to dancing? I know you mentioned music videos and background dancing.
Mm-hmm. So. One of my biggest accomplishments, the fact that I was able to dance at the B2K, the Millennial Tour. That was one of the biggest experiences I've ever had. Like, that day, I knew that this is what I wanted to do. Like, I've always known that, but being on that stage, being in front of those people, like watching that movie growing up, you got served. What's it called? What's that movie called? Girl,
Stomp the Yard.
Dance.
Okay.
Stomp the Yard.
Okay.
Girl, all of those movies. It was just like, I'm actually living it. You see in the movies how they're on stage and the crowd is screaming and the lights and everything. And that was literally the experience that I had when I got on the stage. And it was just like, I was speechless after. It was just like, wow, like you couldn't see that. You only saw lights. You heard the music, you felt the music, and all you can do was dance. And it was just like at that point, I knew this is what I wanted to do, because up there, I had no worries. Up there, it was just like I was me. I was me in my highest form, in my best form. Like that experience right there. I've had amazing other amazing experiences. As far as like doing music videos with some of Houston's best artists and things like that. But that experience alone was just like, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is definitely what I want to do. So yeah,
girl, no stage fright, no nothing. You were just up there, just.
And of course, before, I'm like, we were backstage the whole time, like looking at Omarion and them walk across us. Like, then you had Pretty Ricky, you had Mario. Who else did you have? You had so many other people. It's just like, wow, am I really back here right now? Like, am I really about to go on stage and perform with them? And of course, I'm always nervous before any performance. Before I have to talk, before I have to speak, before I have to dance in front of anybody, I'm always nervous until I actually get on the stage and it's just like everything just leaves. It just leaves, So yeah, girl, that was definitely the best experience I've ever had when it comes to dancing.
Girl, that just sounds amazing.
It really was. It definitely was. So,
girl, so how are you able to balance it with Forex, and how are you able to balance your dancing ambitions with your trading?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I have to be honest and say that I did stop dancing simply because I did want to focus in on this. I knew that, at first, I was trying to find that balance, and there is a balance, but I feel like there's a balance after you reach a certain level of success that you'll be able to obtain. Mm-hmm. Wanting to always dance, but wanting to learn this new skill, it wasn't happening for me because I wanted to give so much of my time to dance. I wanted to continue to dance, but I didn't have time to learn this skill. And so I had to look at my financial situation like, honey, dance, you love dance and it pays you, but it's not going to get you to where you want to get to, where you need to get to as far as like being financially free. I feel like when you're financially free, you're mentally free as well. So that was just a sacrifice that I was willing to take, just to stop dancing for a little bit, to actually hone in on this opportunity, hone in on this business. As far as like, stopping, as far as like, putting a halt on doing music videos, doing performances, taking classes and things like that. But I still dance every day in my room. Like, believe it or not, it's just like, it's a passion. It's something that I can't stop. Like, I can't stop dancing. I just can't stop doing it forever. But, as far as like putting my time into actually, going to practices and stuff, that's just something I was like, okay, I'm going to put a hold on this for a little bit until I can actually reach a level of success that I want to. Now, did I have to stop? No, because I've seen people do it. I've seen people balance their dance and their trading life. But for me personally, I knew that if I didn't, I probably wouldn't be as far, be successful in this business. And to be able to be financially free now, to be able to have learned the skill, I feel like I can always go back and dance whenever I want to now, and definitely, from the wise words of our mentors, there's certain sacrifices that you're going to have to make to be able to reach a level of success in this business. You want to being in this business, you're exposed to becoming a millionaire. That was never a goal of mine when it came to dancing. When it came to dancing, I just wanted to dance with Beyonce or Chris Brown or something, But now, being in this opportunity, I'm able to be able to touch the money that Chris Brown and Beyonce, that they have, or, have that financial freedom, be able to, have that capital that they have in order to put on those performances. And so when I started to think about it, it's like, okay, I can reach a level of success. I can reach a certain amount of money. And now I can host a dance show. I can host a dance practice, and things like that. So that was definitely the sacrifice that I was willing to make. But last week, for the first time in about like 5 months, I took my first dance class in a while, and it just felt good. It felt so good to be back in the dance studio, to be around my dance, my fellow dancers and everything. And so I said I'm definitely going to start getting back into dancing, because I want people to realize, like, you can still do what it is that you want to do. You don't have to stop doing what you want to do to be successful in this business. Mm-hmm. That was just my personal experience, And so now that I've been able to learn the skill, and now, that I'm tapping back into that balance of dancing and doing Forex, I feel like I could definitely touch another network of people as far as like dancers, creators, and things like that. So.
Alrighty. Yeah. So what have you learned about yourself since pursuing dance? Yeah, from the beginning, I guess, since you've been doing dancing for a long period of time.
I've learned that there's another side of me. There's a sassiness to me. There's a more confident side. There is a bold side of me when it comes to dancing, because I've always been a shy person. And so talking, like I told you at the beginning, talking to people, that was never really my strong suit. But being able to dance, I feel like I found the passion in that, because I was able to express myself without talking. Mm-hmm. I was able to show people like who it is that I am without having to say anything. And so dancing definitely helped with my confidence. Dancing definitely helped with, loving myself, valuing myself, and things like that. And it's also helped me dream bigger. Because, starting off, you're not as experienced as a lot of dancers. And so, growing up looking at dancers that have been dancing for years, it forced me to dream bigger as far as like where I can be, in the dance industry, and where I can be, successfully with my talents and everything. So dancing has definitely led me to where I am today. My love for it, my passion for it, my growth, just being able to see my growth, starting off from praise dancing and then going to hip hop and then now doing heels dancing. Like, I wouldn't have thought that I would be doing heels dancing. Like, what? Me dancing in heels? What? And now that's my favorite, so it definitely tapped into my confidence, definitely tapped into me valuing myself and just loving who I am. Dancing gives you a sense of a sense of freedom. It's an expression. You express everything: your anger, your happiness, your frustration, your excitement, all of that. So that I've learned myself through that, because I've been able to express myself. And so learning expressing yourself in different ways, you start to learn your body, you start to learn your mental and things like that. It really touches on every aspect of your life, honestly. So, but yeah.
I know you mentioned, of course, the biggest accomplishment was B2K. Mm-hmm. So I guess that touches on who have you danced for that would surprise people, B2K, of course. But did you enjoy working with them? Or did you have any time to actually interact with them in any way?
Yes, at the end, even behind stage. But the crazy part was, I literally found out a night before the actual performance. And so it was about 14 dancers. That it was 7 girls and 7 boys. We literally got together 2 nights, like at 12 o'clock at night. 12 o'clock in the morning, we meet up, we practice, and then we perform. And it was just that moment right there was just dang, I really love this. I'm practicing at 12 a.m. in the morning, 2 nights just to be able to perform with them. So, oh shoot, I blanked that again. What was the question?
Did you enjoy working with them?
Yes. Okay. Yes. So we really the thing is, we danced, but they learned. We performed within the show, so it wasn't necessarily with them. It was one moment in our choreography, where one of them, he actually came out and he danced with us on that one part. But then we were able to talk to them, being behind stage, like I said, and then afterwards, after we performed and everything. So yeah, we were. It was a great experience. It was definitely a great experience. Knowing that they were on tours and everything. The beautiful part about it was in each city they let a different group of people do that part that we did. So when they came to Houston,
so cool. Yeah.
When they went to another state, it was them and everything. So it was a really dope experience.
Yeah, because they're giving people
yeah,
exposure. Yeah.
Their time to shine, their exposure. Yeah, so
that's amazing.
Yeah,
okay.
It was pretty amazing. I was like, oh, wow, 2 nights before, crazy
yes. Girl. See how God do it. Any advice for aspiring dancers?
I say just stay in class. Stay in class and network. That's how I've been able to get the gigs that I've gotten. Not necessarily because, of course I know that I can dance, but the people that I've networked with, the people that I've met in dance class, people that I followed on Instagram, the people that I've shown support to and they've shown support to me. And the dance industry is so catty. It's very catty. It's very easy to, think you're in and everything, and, you want all the shine to be on you. But, I've learned in Forex, Forex taps into every aspect of your life. But Forex, you can go fast by yourself, but you can go far together. And so you can, meeting those people, you never know. The person that you met, the person that you was nice to in that dance class, they was probably shy, but you don't know that they have Beyonce's contact in their phone, and now they're in gigs, and now they're calling, reaching out to you because you were somebody that, they met in dance class, and now they know that you can dance and everything, and that you're a great person, you're a professional person, you're a workable person. That's what I say to the aspiring dancers. When you go to dance class, network. Definitely network, get to know people, stay in class so that you can continue to grow your skill and everything. But yeah.
Okay. Well, the last question I have for you to end this interview off on a good note is how can people get in contact with you to discuss Forex or dancing?
Definitely follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is China Cymone, ChinaCymone. And DM me When I get to your DMs, please comment on one of my pictures. I promise you, I don't ignore people intentionally. It just be something going on, but I definitely get in contact with me through that way. That's honestly the easiest way, the most accessible way to get in contact with me when it comes to learning about Forex, and then even dancing. It's my office for both. Like I say, my Instagram is my office. It's my resume. You'll learn about Forex on my Instagram, and you'll see that I dance.
Thank you, China, for making time for this interview. I enjoyed speaking with you. And if the listeners have any questions, I will definitely send them to your page, which is at China Cymone. All her links will be in the description box. Yes. I'm excited to see where you go, and Platinum 2000, let's go,
Yes, I enjoyed this so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for reaching out, girl. You continue to do your thing, sweetie. You continue to do it. I love it. Love it.
Hello, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. If you guys would like to see more episodes like this, please make sure to like this podcast, share with all your friends and family, and just comment below anybody you would like me to interview next. That would be very helpful. And also do me a huge favor and support China by following her if you have any questions in particular that have to do with Forex trading, dancing, whatever it might be, or maybe you just connected with her on a personal level. Please reach out to her. She is very welcoming, and I think that she would be an amazing resource for you. So yes, I hope to see you guys in the next episode, and until then, please keep living your best life. Bye.